Ladies and gentlemen, we're kind of have a small meeting, so we're taking on many, many roles. So I'll be introducing our next speaker, our president, our Toastmaster tonight, Serena Jade. She grew up in Oceanside, Long Island, currently resides in Lynbrook. She loves to watch great movies and loves to read fantastic books. And she's actually becoming an author herself, which is great. She's working hard to bring her book, her blog, and presentations on charismatic connection to life. Serena has an eclectic background that has prepared her to write and speak on charismatic connection. She has immersed herself for the past 20 years in researching past and recent philosophers, ranging from Plato to Joseph Campbell, Aristotle to Carl Jung, Friedrich Nietzsche to Marianne Williamson. Please welcome Ms. Serena Jade.
Thank you, Paul. Welcome, everybody. Good evening, Toastmasters and honored guests. This is a speech I did a year ago, but I want it on my YouTube channel because I think it's very important to have a charismatic connection with somebody else. It's one of 3 survival needs that we need to balance within ourselves in order to strive for that charismatic connection. So, the title of my speech is The Powerful and the Powerless. How many people think about power in their lives? And what do you think about power? What's power to you?
Confidence.
Confidence?
Effectiveness.
Effectiveness?
To empower others to do right things.
Okay. What's that? Corrupt. It corrupts. Right. Because there's always a powerful person and a powerless person. So power has more important role in our lives than you might think. The predator and the prey, as it is called in the animal world, power is innate. We all vie for power. It is an animal instinctual device we have in order to survive. In the animal world, the predator needs their prey in order to survive physically. Is that right? All right? The prey preys on smaller, weaker animals in order to survive physically. Right? Right? Think about that? But we humans, with a thinking mind, right, have the ability to rise above our animalistic nature. If we think about it, we need the system of power in order to survive in our families of origin. After generations and generations, we have passed down our ancestors' ways of relating to each other. Traditionally, it has been a man who dominates his wife. But there are other households where the wife dominates the husband. As time goes on, we continue with our fellow humans as we did with our families of origin. An example, my mother is domineering. That means she is the powerful one. My mother overpowered my 2 sisters. And my mother and sisters overpowered me, and I became very powerless to their demands. My father was very passive, aka powerless, because he was expressing what my mother was repressing in herself. There is an age-old saying that opposites attract. Is that right? Is that right? And that is a misconception, my friend. Opposites oppose one another. We create power struggles with these opposites that we think completes us in the beginning of a relationship. The powerful person is detached emotionally, so they prey on the emotional person. The powerful person, because of their detached involvement with the other person, will make that powerless person feel weaker. And the powerful person feels stronger. A powerless person feels it needs to say yes, what it really wants to do is say no. A powerful person is detached from the other person's feelings, so they can easily say no. So how do we transform this predator and prey syndrome? Anybody have an idea? No? Well, first, we have to become aware that the system even exists. Wouldn't that make sense? Second, It is a constant assessment of our ways in which we interact with others. And third, to transform the polarity that we are comfortable with, we need to become identified with its opposite. The powerful person needs to become identified with its passive qualities. And the powerless person needs to become identified with its assertive qualities. The first thought that comes to mind when we hear this is, oh, it's just who I am. This is an image we created a long time ago. But it is a false image that we have created. The essence of our true identity as humans will be when we become conscious of all the opposites we keep repressed in our unconscious mind. The 20th century Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung said, the essence of our unconscious is pure gold. Identifying with our opposites is no easy task. Our conscious minds will have to be stripped away of its security if we identify with one polarity. But if we have the courage to exceed, we will embark on the greatest journey ever taken, and that is the ability to know ourselves deeply. And what a beautiful gift that is for ourselves and for the world. Oprah Winfrey once said, I'm finally ready to own my own power. And say, all right, this is who I am. You like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But watch out, I am going to fly. Once we have achieved the ability of bringing the powerful qualities and the powerless qualities within, we will have a sense of pride in ourselves. It will transcend our insatiable predator and prey syndrome. This picture of the human body corresponds to the chakra system of ancient India. Ancient India understood that if we could achieve this balance of power within, then we would be living in the city of the shining jewel, as the center of the body is called in India. It is called a jewel because this will be where we, as the human being, will jump over our predator and prey syndrome. And then we have arrived. We enter the city. The city we witness, we've been functioning at its full accord. And now we can announce that the powerful and the powerless successively made that multi-billion-dollar merger. And what a great business deal. The merger between the powerful and the powerless created such wealth that we are now ready to purchase our precious jewel, our individuality.